Yes, people, and welcome back to Normski TV and the What's Going On podcast. If you are new, please, when you come in, hit that like button, subscribe, and share. And let's get myself to that 500. I'm on the road to 500. I think I am about 16 away from 500 subscribers. So, people, if you can get me there before the end of the season, this would be good. That would be a nice little present for me, because I'll tell you what now, we ain't winning no trophies, bro. Yeah? Arsenal ain't winning no trophies. So you need to get me to that 500 mark, mate. But so please, guys, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. We have got a lot to talk about tonight. Champions League is on. Arsenal at home to PSV with a saleable lead of 7-1. It'd be out of this world if they were to come back. We're pretty much through to the quarterfinals. And we're going to meet one of the Madrids tonight. Is it going to be Real Madrid or is it going to be Atletico Madrid? I mean, listen, they are at home. I think Real Madrid leading 2-1 on aggregate. So it's going to be a big game. Who would I prefer? Either way, I think we're going to get slap up. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. But listen, we just have to see what happens tonight. We just got to do our business tonight, be professional. There might be a few changes. I haven't seen the team news, so look out for the team news. I'm sure when the people do come in the chat, you will be able to obviously tell me about what's going on and who's being picked. Will Sterling get a run out tonight? Will Deji, will he get a run out tonight? Who knows? Or is he just going to go with the same old team? Is he going to still play the IT solution up front, Moreno? Or is he going to play Calafiori up front? Who knows? People, who knows? But listen, I'm going to stop talking. As I say, we have got a lot to go through. And I'm going to bring on Mr. Big D, who should be a happy man in some senses and maybe not a happy man. New stadium coming, but I'm sure he's got a lot on his chest and a lot to get off his chest regarding the ownership, what's going on the pitch. So listen, without further ado, let me bring on Mr. Big D. Hopefully we'll have a couple more guys to join us tonight. But if not, me and Big D will hold the fort and we will chat. So let me bring him on now.
Yes,
sir. What you say, brother?
What's going on? Yeah, I'm all right, mate. Yeah, not bad, mate. Not bad. Time just went quick, boy. I was keeping in it, you know what I mean? So I was like, you had to do a double thing today, man. So I was like,
yeah, man. Yeah. Listen, man, it's good to have you on. We got a lot to get through tonight, Big D. But before we do, let's see how you are doing. How's your week been? How's your week been?
Yeah, the week's been busy. I think just with the launches and some bits and bobs, you know what I mean? And then busy weekend. Went up to the Midlands, check on the mothers and stuff. So that was pressure already when you got to do double visits and stuff. You know them ones. It was good. It was good to catch up with everybody.
I hear that, bro.
And then back to the grind. And then
yes, Mr. A. See what you're saying, brother. Good to see you, great man.
Yeah,
always there. We can always rely on you, brother. We have got a lot to get through. Man. I was away at the weekend. I was down and did a little spa weekend with the missus. So just get a little bit of a break.
You gotta do it, bro.
But at the same time, watching boring or Arsenal come to Man United and stink up the place. You know what I mean? we will get into
on the cars in a minute.
Listen, brother, we will get into it. You know what I mean? But look, to be honest, Steve, I think on the balance of play, you guys should have won that game. I think you should have won the game. But we will get into it, because I say there's a lot to talk about. Your little brand new little toy. 5 years down the road, you might be seeing a little brand little toy, the biggest tent in the world. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm seeing that whole circus tent thing online, and I'm like, man, we can't catch a break here. You know what I mean?
Yes, Luca, what you say, brother? Big up to you, brother.
Luca, big up yourself,
go and subscribe to Luca Talks Ball. Always in the chat and always supporting the community. So big up to you, Luca, man. Yeah, am I okay? I'm okay. Listen, I should be okay, because listen, we should get past PSV tonight. I can't see if we don't, I'm sort of saying. But people, if you're coming in, that like button, that thumbs, smash it, please. Smash it and subscribe. I'm on the road, as I say, on the road to 500. So I need to get there before the end of the season. That's my trophy, people. That's my trophy. I think about 16 away from 500. So
you'll reach that, man. You'll reach that.
Hopefully, brother. Hopefully, yeah. Top Gooners have already started saying that Arsenal have gone further than Liverpool. We're all going to hear the same. We're going to hear the same narrative, people. This is what it's all about. You know, what 0% chance of Liverpool going through. Listen, we should just keep our mouth shut because we know we're going to get through to this round and get to the quarterfinals, and we're going to be facing either Atletico Madrid or Real Madrid, and I ain't looking forward to that, Big D.
One of the Madrids,
and listen, and for you, you know, you've got Real Sociedad tomorrow, a 1-1, in the balance. That's your only hope. You know what I mean, of getting into Europe and then winning it. So listen, I think you will do it. But you just don't know. Look what PSG done last night to Liverpool. Now I noticed Kofi said he was gonna. Last night I spoke to him. He's gonna be in the chat. He was gonna be on the line. He was gonna be on the panel with us tonight, but he did put in the chat to say he's going to be in the chat. Maybe it's because Liverpool got slapped up by PSG last night. So I
hope he's not sat crying in his car, you know. Because if anybody sees Kofi sat in that car crying, just put an arm around him, go and buy him a cup of tea or coffee, and tell him it'd be okay.
Yeah, I mean, listen, listen. Liverpool got heritage. Real Madrid got heritage. You like 6 Champions League titles. What are we got? Yeah. Even yourselves, D. You got heritage.
Yeah, what's Liverpool got? 5. Liverpool got 5?
6.
Or 6? 6. Yeah, we got 3. Yeah. So they got heritage in there.
Yeah. Big up to my sister-in, or it could be a little one typing away. So he's a big Liverpool supporter. Unfortunately, sorry Anne Marie, sorry Ricardo, sorry Raymond, your team is out. Not really. I shouldn't do that. Well, we got around 5 Real Madrid to in a couple of weeks' time. So I need to just keep my powder dry and just shut up. You know what I mean? Yes, Kofi, what you saying, man? Big up to you.
Kofi.
Big
Listen, mate, hope you're good, you know, bro. No tears in the car, you know, man. It's okay.
You know what I mean? Because it was really yesterday. I mean, you know, he FaceTimed me and we was watching the penalties and everything. And I actually called it. So my sister-in-law, she's a Liverpool supporter. My missus was watching it up in the Midlands. She was in Bromley at the moment. She's on her way back. Cool. Yeah. And we was killing ourselves laughing. You know, Diaz missing the penalty, and Curtis missing the penalty. Yeah. It's just one of those things, man. It wasn't to be. I know he was going to go for, you know, the baby treble, but it wasn't to be now. So we'll see what I go on. Yes, Root Cause. Big up, big up yourself. Big up to you, bro.
But Nomski, if you look at the money involved in that competition particularly, wouldn't you prefer the golden goal? Because for me, the penalty thing is like, come on, man. I just think, because if you look at the American sports, they just keep going to overtime until, you know what I mean? This whole penalty shootout, it'd be like, you know, basketball, sending someone to the free throw line until somebody misses. You know,
I mean, they tried it in the. Did they do it? Did they do golden goal in the Champions League at any point? I'm just trying to think.
Yeah, I'm not remembering.
I know they did it in the World Cup. I know they did it in the World Cup.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, for me, I just feel like
I don't think they have ever done it. I don't think they've ever done it in Champions League. If anybody has any knowledge on that, put it in the chat. But I don't think so. But I don't know, D. I hear what you're saying. Until somebody scores, but then what happens? How long do you play for? Say both teams can't break each other down. What happens?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, because obviously, you know what I mean? There's the mental and physical side of it. But I just think that individual players that don't hide away from it and step up, and you know what I mean, you know, your heart's pounding out your chest and you slice it, you know, yo. And then everyone's saying, never mind, like it's all on you. When that ain't the case, it was on the team, because the team didn't perform. So now we're in a pressure penalty. So for me, I'm like golden goal, man. I agree with Craig. Well, Craig said not for me.
He's not in agreement. He's not in agreement.
I don't know, man.
Ricardo, sorry about that, Ricardo, mate. Yeah, big Liverpool fan. And I keep encouraging this guy. People, one day I will be getting this young lad on my channel. This guy's knowledge is unbelievable when it comes to football.
Yeah, he knows his football. Yeah,
he knows his football. So, and we've got to get him. I'm going to plug it now. Ricardo talks football. Yeah, Ricardo talks football. Yeah,
good stuff.
And so it's up to his mother to get him started, but she wants him to debut on my channel. So, you know, when the season is almost finito, we will have a special show where we bring on Mr. Ricardo. United should never be allowed to build a new stadium. This is Kofi.
Kofi, you know what? It may not happen because you have to remember this is dependent on government as well,
yes,
not just Man United.
Yeah, I mean, there's this 5-year thing that's going on. I mean, look, whilst we're on the subject, let's share a few pictures I took whilst I was up there. You know. No, this is no matter. This is like proper. I mean, bro, listen, this one here looks beautiful. You know, this looks like a tent, brother. Here, you know what I mean?
Well, you know what?
I mean, it's what's the design, Big D? What's the design in terms of because it's that Lord whatever person.
Yeah, I looked at him, bro. So this brother, this is Lord Norman Foster.
Lord Norman Foster, namesake. Here, thank you very much.
So he's the founder and executive producer of Foster and Partners.
Okay.
Sorry,
Junior, big up to you, Junior.
Junior, big up, man.
Big up to you, bro.
They said that his net worth is 240 million. Okay. And apparently he's designed stuff all over the world. They have offices. I think they have about 3 or 4 offices around the world. So they are a big deal in terms of you know, they're the ones that will have done the conceptual image and scaled model and all the rest of it. Yes, Leonie, big up, man.
Yeah.
And for the stadium, so it's not. I'm just saying, it's not just a stadium; it's the surrounding areas. And I was looking at this picture, and I didn't see the Old Trafford that's going to come down actually, which I think it is.
Yeah, because I think what my understanding is they're gonna keep the old one and build next to it. That's the plan. Yeah,
and then eventually
it's going to be a self-sustaining. It's going to be a self-sustaining.
Yeah,
you know, with regards to the what you call it, the environment and all of that.
Yeah,
you know, you're going to have rivers and little ponds around there, green trees, and it looks nice. I saw the presentation. I saw the video.
Yeah.
And you know, you're looking to create around 92,000 jobs. And,
it's what they're saying. That's what I'm saying. They're saying obviously 100,000 seat stadium, 17,000 new homes / apartments, potentially 92,000 new jobs, and the potential to deliver an additional 7.3 billion per year to the UK economy. So I'm like, and then it will generate, I reckon, an additional 1.8 million visitors annually. So
I mean, this is inside the stadium.
I mean,
this is inside.
It looks to rage, doesn't it? It looks to rage.
It looks amazing.
I was saying to JP about because of the rain. I was hoping for a closable roof,
retractable roof,
retractable roof. Yeah, I'm thinking if you're dropping that kind of money and the way Manchester rains, at least you can play a game in a rainstorm. And it feels like you know what I mean? It just feels like everybody stays safe in that. But you see what they call in the circus tents. Those canopies will allow they surround the whole building. That way you can be not getting wet. So you're waiting to go into the
so literally it's like coming into like a bit like the Millennium Dome.
Yeah,
go down and it's kind of enclosed. So you're gonna have like shots and
all that kind of stuff.
I saw some stuff. I saw Saeed was talking about it, and he played the video, and he was kind of like talking about there might be like areas where you can have like little small concerts here, and that it looks. I mean, listen, 100,000 is going to be the biggest stadium in England. I'm hearing that Newcastle are looking at plans to knock down or rebuild, and they're going to have essentially the second biggest stadium in the country. They've got a country behind them doing that, so that's going to be.
But I don't know if you've been to St James's, Norm.
I haven't been there, but I know it's like
I've been up there, right? And it's like it's almost like they built the stadium.
Yes, what you're saying, brother.
And it's like the stadium was built, and then they just built shops and houses. It's almost like banging the city centre. It's a mad one. Yeah. So for me, it's like everything around it. If they're gonna go bigger, I'm like, what do you do with everything around it? Unless you do a similar thing like this, where houses and shops get incorporated into the new stadium. Rather than you build a stadium, you build a whole. This is going to be a whole like Old Trafford, Old Trafford arena.
That's going to be the biggest space in terms of the stadium plus what you build around it. Remember, you're creating. I don't know how many homes there's going to be, but there's like 92,000 jobs. It's going to be the biggest space what they're talking about. I mean, look, it looks good. They're talking about 5 years time, 2030. I mean,
yeah,
I'm hearing mixed views on it. That is it really going to be done? You know what I mean? You know, the stadium itself is going to cost around $2 billion, so that's going to be funded by Man U, yeah. But the $7 billion that's going to cost to regenerate the whole area, has to come from the government. So I think the government are willing to do it. It's whether it's tax people's money, because there was this thing going around that the government was going to use the taxpayers' money to pay for the stadium. That myth is
it has to be investors. And I actually think there's enough people that would want to invest in that in terms of the stadium part of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And obviously, United have that land next to the current Old Trafford, so they don't have to acquire land. The land is already there.
Yeah.
And then it's like everything around it that they want to make better. So then you look at the Shiny New Stadium, and plus obviously they're doing what they're doing at Carrington as well. Carrington's getting a whole facelift. Yeah. So, but just listening to Sir Jim and him just talking about, well, I put $300 million in January, and it's gone. And I said, what do you mean it's gone, bro? Where did it go? You know what I mean? So these are the alarming things. So I look at this and say, this is going to be raging if it happens. Plus, if there's no vote of confidence in the Labour Party, what says that the Conservative Party are going to come in and say, yeah, let's jump in on that. That's
I mean, this is not a political show, so but there was always this case that the Conservative never really helped the North. There was always focus on the South. Do you know what I mean? But listen, we've got to wait and see. And so these are all these factors here. And people say, is it really going to be done? Because as I said, if you're going to build a stadium of that ilk and plus regenerate the area, you're talking in total nearly 10 billion to regenerate that area.
Yeah, exactly.
Can that be done in 5 years? I mean, when I heard
if they start now, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
It's just like say, it's getting everybody on, it's getting the right people on board in terms of investors, in terms of giving the government a push, and then with all that redundancies that United, Sir Jim said had to be done, otherwise we were going to be bankrupt by Christmas. So there's those people saying, okay, so you're going to make me, you're going to make me redundant, and now I may potentially get another job if I stay in the Manchester area. So there's a lot of things that I don't think can be taken for granted with this. As much as they've spent the money to get that company in, and the mock-ups look really good and what have you, I think the proof will be in the pudding, because we could all go on TV, BBC and Gary Neville and talk the talk.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Just before you carry on with that, because we want to kind of touch on the Gary Neville interview and that, but just before we do go into that, I did forget to sort of let people know what's on the menu tonight.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
The food is pretty much the same. Prem review, player ratings, and all of that. We talk about that. The ref watch. Maybe there's some things in there that we want to maybe pull up. If not, then we can always move on. But the one thing is the big interview. Tough times ahead. Can Sir Jim make United great again? As Trump will say, can make America great again? Can Sir Jim make United great again? You know what I'm saying? Wow. You know what I mean? You need to get some merch out for that. You understand? Get some merch out. Make United great again. You know what I mean? And just first, again. And the other thing as well, Arteta, listen to me. You're paid 15 million. Stop dodging the tough questions. You hear me? Yeah, you're walking on and the Sky reporter. Stop dodging. Understand?
Yeah.
And another one here. Rival fans need to get real and show some respect to the Liverpool, because everybody's talking about Liverpool are lucky. They're lucky with injuries. The referees on their side. Blah 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 blah. Well, listen, they're out yesterday. Apart from that, Arsenal fans are pretty much having a go at them. You know what I mean? Bantering them left, right, and centre. But we need to just be careful, because you know what I mean. Yeah, we're gonna get through tonight, but we got to face Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. So we'll see what go on. And obviously, we're looking at the predictions. Game week 28. I'm quite happy with myself, so I'll be looking to share the prediction league table and the What's Going On Fantasy Prem shout out by Mr. Big D. So listen, let's get back, D, especially the big interview with Sir Jim. And on my thumbnail, I was saying pain for long-term gain. Something to that effect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, D, what are your thoughts? I mean, we was going backwards and forward on our personal WhatsApp group. Big up Waffle One. Please go and subscribe.
Yeah, Waffle TV. Big up yourself.
Yeah, man. Big up to you, brother. You can put a massive trampoline in the middle of that stadium for
the stunt, man.
Yeah, he started already.
Listen, everybody got jokes until it gets built. You know what I mean? And I say, if it gets built, you know what I mean? Yeah, big up yourself, my guy.
But yeah, I get what Waffle's saying. It does, you know. The only thing is, D, you don't want clowns running this.
Well, no, you know what I mean? And
the big top, let's call it the big top stadium. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And there is as well, Norm, there is an option as well that the Glazers could just sell up.
Yeah.
And Sir Jim wouldn't necessarily be to Sir Jim, which is kind of a crazy thing that he signed up to there. I think he's left himself a little bit vulnerable to their madness, because do they really care about Sir Jim? No, they cared about his money to get him out of jail.
Yeah.
So I have to respect him for the interview, because them lot have never done it in 20 years. Sit down with a pundit or a journalist and be totally transparent. Well, when I say totally transparent, Sir Jim told us what he wanted us to hear. I'm not saying he talked out all the business, because I don't think legally he can, because you know there's going to be certain NDAs that he would have signed with the Glazers buying in, that certain things they can't be. But he spoke about what he did, and because I think he's put money in twice now. And both, obviously, he bought the percentage, and then he bought a little bit more afterwards. Then he's put 2 sets of money in, because he wanted the Carrington stuff to get fixed, because he said you can't have the players in a facility that is so outdated, and we're cool with that. But if we, hear this, Norms, if we generated 600 million and Sir Jim said he put in 300 million, how are we going to be broke by Christmas? This is where I go, is he just kind of looking for that sympathy thing there? I'm like, 900 million in a year, and you're trying about being broke at Christmas. I'm saying, like, who's laundering the money off somewhere? It was very...
Gary Neville is James and Glazer's business partner. Compromise, in my opinion. You know what? You got a point there, sentiments. You got a point there. I call him sentiments. People say it's why not, but we know there's a sentiments. That's
right. Well, but Nomsky, this is where that statement, because guess who sits on the Old Trafford Regeneration Task Force?
Let me think now. A certain man called Mr. G. Neville.
Exactly, bruh.
Yeah.
Hence why he got the interview on his. Right. I remember when Gary Neville was telling content creators like yourself to yo, calm down. I don't know what's going on with all this YouTubing. But now you got Sir Jim on your overlap. What's the overlap? It's same thing as what we're doing here now. Yeah. Right. So I'm like, bro, relax. So yes, he asked the questions that a lot of fans have been wondering.
Yeah.
Big up yourself. Yeah, he's asked those questions, and Sir Jim answered them, politically. There was one where he questioned the guys that played in the 60s and 70s. And apparently it was 40 grand. And they said,
and he said that he doesn't look at the finer details. You know, he was kind of like, well, I didn't know about this. You know what I mean? Maybe I didn't look at them. Yes, man. But big up, Mr. Bright Exchange. I know Bright Exchange. He's in Dubai right now. Big up to you, bro. Linking up with you in a few weeks' time. So, bro, when you're over here, you gotta come on the show, my friend. But he's in Dubai, and I know he's trolling Kofi. Yeah, because him and Kobe, when put it this way, big up to Mr. Bright Exchange. We know him as Mr. Chelsea, the second Chelsea man.
Yes.
He's Chelsea .1, as Chelsea .2 on my team. And he's asking the question, where's Kofi tonight? Shock Liverpool, lost last night, and nowhere to be seen. Big up Norms, big up Big D, Dubai, in the house.
Yeah, Dubai Dave. I said to Norm earlier that if anyone spots him crying in the car, man, just knock the window, like arm around him, go and buy him a tea or a coffee and cheer him up, mate. There you go, Norm. Sterling, Moreno.
Sterling, Moreno, Tierney, front three.
Ooh. Well, you know what? He can gamble, Norm. He can gamble, can't he?
We can gamble, but bro,
yeah.
If
Nah, you're not losing this one, Norms. Nah, you're not, man. Not with that defense and your goalkeeper as well. He's having an absolute. He's in a form of his life. So yeah. I wouldn't worry about that.
Yes,
man,
Mr.
like
Calvin, said, bro. Big up,
big up yourself, bro. So your testimony, bro.
Right,
yeah, man. Calvin, big up yourself, mate.
Okay,
good to
see
you.
Chat to him.
Chat to him. Yeah, about the testimony at church. Yeah, man. Man.
I'll chat to him still. Yeah, man. So look, let's get back. So yeah, let's get back to Mr. Jim. And look, I felt. I mean, watching the interview, I think Gary Neville didn't pull any punches, especially when he was talking about the
you know.
And I think you put something in our chat to sort of say basically, yo, what about the 92? Boys, you know, what's the name of 92? Why don't you
put some in your pocket, you see, when he said that, and I thought, Gary, you and the class of 92 are all millionaires or multi-millionaires. Yes, JP, big up yourself,
man. Yes, man. What you saying, brother?
And so I thought, even though he was saying, oh, you know, the players could have all dropped £1,000 each, as in the playing squad, the first team squad. Yeah, but then if you're so over-concerned, you're so attached to United, you could have called Bex and their mans and Scholes and said, listen, man, we're having a whip round. Everybody drop me 5K and we're going to make sure the old boys get sorted out. And it's not even a conversation then, is it? It continues to happen. He suggested a dinner where we got out Bruno and Slabbed and did some raffle tickets. And I was like, listen, man, what are we doing here? This is Manchester United, mate. Gary Neville wasn't.
So, Calvin, I mean, I don't know if you're trolling or why do you think it wasn't credible? What's your reason behind that? Put it in the chat and let us know. But I felt that there were certain questions that it's almost like there were certain things that he didn't know that was brought to his attention. And Gary Neville was quite taken aback by that. He's like, the thing, guys talk, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and then obviously I know Gary's. Some people say that Gary's agenda was more about going after the Glaziers, you know what I mean?
It was, because he was trying to draw him out, Norm. There was a few questions there, he was going to draw him out. What Calvin said here, I actually get, you know, people go and study journalism and, you know, become very good in their field. So if a journalist from the Times had done that sit down rather than Gary Neville, then that's where I see maybe what Calvin's saying about credible. Like Gary Neville's an ex-player, now a pundit, a businessman that has, you know, got the hotel next to Old Trafford, all these kind of things. He's in bed with them. So even if he goes hard at Jim, he doesn't go hard enough for Jim to plug out his earpiece and walk out the room. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think that he did ask a lot of things that the fans, I mean, things that we've discussed on here as well, Norm. So for me, it wasn't a bad interview, but he was biased because he wasn't a true businessman on the level of Simon Jordan. Yeah, I think Simon Jordan would have been if he's at that with a Simon Jordan.
Yeah, remember Simon Jordan ran. Remember, he ran Crystal Palace.
He ran Palace. Yeah. So I think Jordan would have come at him. Now Jordan might have rattled him. I think Gary didn't want to rattle him.
I'm a little bit confused now. I think last week, Ed said it last week. I'm sure Ed was on the show last week, and he was talking about Sir Jim's in terms of where is he actually a Man United supporter or does he support Chelsea? Was he going to buy Chelsea?
That's the thing.
I'm a bit confused.
Before that, the thing is, he said he's a fan now, but has he always been a fan? You know what I mean? Question. He was going to buy Chelsea, I remember, and there was and apparently he had a Chelsea season ticket at one point as well. So I don't know, but he told us he's bringing the Manchester back to Manchester United. So should we question him? Yeah, maybe. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the doubting Thomas in this, but I'm not sure. I'm just not sure. And and you know what? He held his hand to the mistakes as well, Norm. I keeping Eric Ten Hag and the whole in from Newcastle, I forget his name now, which is really bad. The guy that we had on gardening leave and came in and then he said, and Gary kept pushing him. He said, it was just chemistry, Gary. He said, chemistry in terms of, just chemistry. Then they both laughed. They're like, bro, you cannot answer that question on his live team. Because he wanted to push to see, right, did he really mess up? Did he spend the money wrong? Yeah. Because this what JP called me yesterday. And I said to JP, there was a point where Sir Jim and Jason Wilcox and Omar Barada were having meetings without him. Dan Ashworth, there you go, it's gone back to me. Without Dan Ashworth. Thank you, Kelvin. And he was getting, so he was just hearing there was a meeting. You're out the loop when you're walking down the corridor and the secretary says, Normski, I thought you were supposed to be in a meeting this morning. You go, what?
What?
Yeah, there was definitely a meeting this morning. And you went, no, nobody sent me the email or I didn't get the text.
What did they pay him off in the end? What was it when they paid him off? Because that was a waste of money, man. I mean, the guy was on garden leave.
He agreed to it.
Yes.
I think it was over 5 mil, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or thereabouts. And then another 6 or 7 for Eric.
Look, it doesn't bode well. It doesn't look nice, because Gary Neville is about the working class. He comes from a working class background and all of that. I get that, but he was talking about that. He had to ask the people. He talked about the free dinners and the free meals and all that. And the thing that really, I mean, big club like Man United, and you haven't got what you call liquid cash by the end of the year. Man is saying that people, we will run out of money. But we will run out, and then there's that £89 million.
Right. So
hear
this one now. So the way they've done, and this is not Man United. I think most teams do deals like this. So the way they do these deals is that you pay that first payment, and then there's like maybe 2 to 3 installments. So what he's saying is we have 5 or 6 players on the books that an installment is due in the summer of 90 million.
Right.
So these are the deals that they did, not Ineos. This is the deals done before them. So he said, regardless of getting a single player in, we have to have 90 million gone to service those players. And he was saying that 2 of them are not even with us, or one's on loan, which is Sancho. Mount is not playing; he's injured. So he's saying that I think there's a player's not available to us. Is he back training now? Yeah, so he's saying that there's a few players in that 90 million that's going out in the summer that haven't even been available properly for the last 2 seasons and things like that. And so this is where basically he's saying, where we're looking at the free transfer market, he's almost saying that if he doesn't sell a Rashford or a Maynard, God forbid, you know what I mean? But I think we may see a few sold players that the fans are going to lose their mind over. But Sir Jim's saying, we do this now and we stay relevant, or we just keep everybody on board and become bankrupt.
That's what I say. Hence why I said paying before the game. You understand? Go through some real tough things. Listen, at the end of it, you're hoping to see that nice, bright, shiny new stadium. You know what I mean? Because they have to listen. You in terms of your generating of cash and money's coming in from merchandise. You know what I mean? You've got the Champions League money, you've got the Premier League money, and all of that. But it's that it's that fluid cash that you want to be able to pay. The dinner lady down there, and the fact that you're going to get rid of all these staff and everything. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of money, but for those people, you know what I mean, that's it. Their future.
The thing he said, Norm, he said that they were paying a body language consultant.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
170k a year, and he's probably turning up once or twice a month. I'm like, what a gig, you know what I mean? So this is the way money was just being. Oh yeah, how much? Yeah, pay that. Yeah. And I thought, who was reckless enough to be making these deals? And this is the old regime. This is the Bristol University. Sorry, Bristol University. Right. The bankers. These lot were making them silly deals. So you know what I mean? Like I said to Jason as well. How deep did he dive in terms of his due diligence when buying the club? Because I'm not sure why he's so surprised of what the mess is. Surely that his accountants were running the books and saying there's a lot of money just going out to here, there, and everywhere, and we got the biggest staffing level, which I'm not even sure that's even true. I think other clubs still have that same kind of staffing level, but the staff are doing what they're supposed to do. So it's I don't know. Like I said, he was as honest as he wanted to be, to a point. Like he's not going to tell us all the business, otherwise it makes him look like a mug. You know what I mean? But I have to respect him for sitting down, because the Glazers ain't done it. They just come in the private jet, which Man United pay for, and turn up for a cup final and suited and booted, and you know what I mean, take all these people. I mean, in the Arsenal game, until Bruno's free kick, all the songs were about the Glazers. It wasn't about trying to encourage the team. Because they did the protest outside.
And the protest, I was going to say about the protest as well. Yeah.
And so I look at that and go, "Come on, fan base, just get."
Because I think Sir Jim has become the whipping boy.
Oh yeah.
It's a little bit. Look, Wenger was the same, and I think to a degree, Arteta. Yeah, but I still can't bring them. They're all culpable for me when you look at the Arteta situation. What he does on the pitch is tactical now. Listen, he's had 5 years, coming up to 6 years of managing Arsenal. But as I said, I don't want Arsenal being a potty trainer. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I don't want him potty training. I don't want him potty training with us because he keeps missing the target, and we know what that target is. Yeah, understand? Yeah. We know what that target is, and we will come on to Arsenal and him missing, missing running out as quick as Usain Bolt when certain questions were posed at the brother. And we're talking about that. But just coming back to the game, as I said, I said 2-1. Based on what we did with PSV, but it's the same old thing. We turn up. Amran said it. He said, "I can't go and play expansive football against Arsenal because they'll pick me off. They'll pick me off." So Amran, he scored him. He went low block, literally hit him in the blade. A ball come over the top. Banana licks his ball at the top. It's headed down by I can't remember who heads the ball down. I think Calafiori heads it down and Garnacho picks it up. Yeah. At this point, Calafiori now decides that he's going to rugby tackle Garnacho, and then Trossard pulls down what's his name? Pulls down who did he pull down? Who did he pull down?
Oh yeah, Trossard made the reckless tackle, didn't he?
Yeah, who did he pull down? Who picked the ball? Who was making that run? I can't even remember who was making the run. It could have been, I can't remember who was making the run. Somebody put it in the chat, I can't remember. But anyway, whoever he pulled down, Bruno got the free kick. Yeah.
Well, he's definitely been practicing them, hasn't he, Bruno?
Because he has, but I don't know what our goalkeeper was doing.
Well.
And the setting up of the wall. Because
I was watching that, weren't I?
When he set the wall up, then I saw him sort of kind of standing offset. I was thinking, my son, again, we was all watching it together. My son, look where he is. Bruno's going to score this. And I thought, I said, you know when you just know.
Yeah. And the way you got it up and down as well, Norm.
Yeah.
Over the wall, that was like.
And I don't know, whether the wall could have jumped higher. But got it over the wall, bang, literally almost center of the goal. And
it's almost like he came across the ball.
It was past him. Do you know what I mean?
And he put that whirly spin on the ball.
Exactly.
So it came down, but it was going. I think any harder, it might have just gone wide. But the way he hit it was like, yo, because I didn't see that coming.
And for you, I know you've had your dealings, when it comes to Bruno, because him playing the Hollywood ball. But every now and again, he turns up as the captain and does that. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, you have to play Bruno deeper, which is what he's been doing. I know Bruno doesn't like to play deeper because he wants to be involved. But I think we're just a better team when he's not in that 10. I don't think he's good in that 10 because he just tries him and he thinks it's like we keep giving the ball away, and this is how we get opened up because of the spacing between defense and Harry sitting too deep because he don't want to get skinned, so it forces everybody else to sit deep with him and play people on side. So it's interesting for Bruno. Like he's hit a bit of form there, so you have to just say like just play him in that double pivot and let him create from further back. And you can always, because the thing is because we are playing a back five, with Dorgu suspended, we're back to defenders as wing backs, and so it is a back five really. You know what I mean? Yet we've conceded more goals in that back five, which is mad. It's not understandable for me that you're playing 5 defenders because you win backs and defenders, not attacking minded. So yeah, that's right, Calvin. But
I think he brought down. I think he brought down Garnacho.
Was it Garnacho?
But
Garnacho or Mazraoui? I thought it was Mazraoui. Maybe Mazraoui.
It was Mazraoui. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I think initially.
No, I think
Garnacho had the ball, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he rugby tackled Mazraoui. I think, and pulled down Garnacho.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's what happened. I think that's what happened. I just couldn't remember. But anyway, the point is, You know, we had all the possession. Yeah, but the problem is we're easy to play against. Yeah, we're easy to play against, and you know, you're looking at that and thinking to yourself, right, is this going to perk Arsenal up? Come out the second half? We still came out same way. Do you know what I mean? There was no intensity in our game. Just this slow, pragmatic football, which was just absolutely boring. You know what I mean? Absolutely boring. And yeah, as I say, if Raya's position was better, he would have probably saved Bruno's free kick. And it was. So listen, he was the one that kept us in the game, D, because he made some saves.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? He made some saves.
What
you say, bro?
Yeah, big up yourself, man.
He made some saves, you know, for Mazraoui with his foot. The one for Bruno, he hit him at him and he made a double save.
Yeah.
And there was another save that he made, tipped it around the corner.
And then what's the name? Slide tackle against Højlund, Rice.
Yeah, Rice done a slide tackle on Højlund. You know what I mean? I don't know what Moreno was doing. Moreno, because he moved Moreno back into the 6. Yeah?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, that's right.
Takes, you know, obviously when he made these changes, puts Moreno back in the 6 and brings on Tierney to cross balls to Trossard.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. This guy is not it. He ain't it, bro. Yeah.
Well, I was seeing fans saying that the team should have left him in Manchester to go start picking up cones for Pep again. I say, yo, you lot is upset. You know what I mean?
Bro, listen, bro.
I think the fan base is a bit split on him normally. A bit like how our fan base was split on Erik ten Hag.
Yeah, definitely, 100%, definitely. I mean, look, the majority, I'd say, I don't know what the split divide is. I don't know if it's like 40-60 or saying 70-30. It could be 70-30, 70 in favour of keeping him, and the other 30% want him out. You know what I mean? But people are their eyes are beginning to open now with this new sporting director coming in, the mafia, I'll call him, Berta, Mr. Berta, Big Berta. Yeah, he needs to come in and start whip some bottoms. You understand? You know, he said in his press conference that, you know, what do you think about the sporting director? He says, as long as he comes in and he aligns himself to the club. Like, yeah, man, he said that in his post-cross.
He got chest, boy.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying at the end of the day, this sporting director, has experience, 20 plus years of experience with, you know, working with 12 years with Atletico Madrid, with Diego Simeone. And you know, Diego Simeone, you know what I mean? Right, hardcore, brother.
Yeah,
you know, but we're going to see how that all pans out. And I'll tell you this now, just like Conte, if things don't work out and it's not going to his taste, man's going to just up and go. Now, if this Berta guy, if it's not working out, and he ain't going to take no nonsense. The club is only aligning with Arteta, and he walks. Then we know who the problem is. That's why I can't wait to hear. I can't wait to hear what my man's memoirs are. Edu, because why did Edu go? He's on gardening leave. Yeah. And still getting paid. So listen. He walked. Yeah, he walked. So we're going to find out who's controlling. I mean, Arteta
because the thing is, I think the fan base always thought that Edu and Arteta were kind of hand in hand, you know what I mean? Happy days.
Well, it probably was, but then after a while,
but why did he walk? Why did he walk?
That's the question. We'll wait to see and hear this. You know,
they probably had him signing NDAs.
So I want to see. What's going on with that. But yeah, the game, as I said, you know, we end up, you know, getting the goal through Declan Rice. You know, good goal, in off the post. And as I said, on the balance of play, you should really have won the game.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Well, in the second half, I think we'd created enough good chances to nick that. And I was a bit disappointed. I thought, we could have won that game, man. Yeah. It was, and so, but then Raya did what he's paid to do. So I'm like, I can't even hate at the goalkeeper for just shutting us out. And then obviously, I think the Rice slide tackle, that's where Højlund annoyed me, because that's supposed to be a touch and a bang. He's got touch tackle.
What's going to happen with Højlund, D? What's going to happen with him, man? Because this guy, alone. He's got no goals, is he? He's got no goals, is he?
Nah, send him out
in the Premier League.
I'm not even convinced. I think he scored I think his goals are coming in Europa League.
That's what I'm thinking.
I should look, you know. No?
Have a look, bro.
Because
I'm sure he's got 0 goals. I'm sure he's got 0 goals in the Premier League. I'm sure of it.
That would be wild.
I might be wrong, but
if that's true,
people, if you know, put it in the chat. Let us know. But yeah, I mean, so the game, as I say, we know the Premier League is done. You know, you go up there, but you want to go up there, you know, stir up the old rivalry. It didn't even feel like, you know, a rival game.
The first half was really cat and mousey, and he never really got going until Bruno scored.
Exactly.
That was right. That was really close
but your fans picked up. Our players just did, when it came out second half. It's not like we said, right, because normally if say a team scores against us, you know, against the run of play or just out there, that's when we pick our game up. That's why I'm saying, when I looked at last night, when I watched PSG against Liverpool, God, man, the first 25, 30 minutes of that game, it was crazy, bro. Like, the intensity of that game was mad. You know what I mean? Absolutely mad. Have you found? Has he scored in the Premier League?
I'm just typing it in now because I can't see it on the.
That's right. That's right, Craig. Yeah, Liverpool, when they face low box teams, Arne Slot knows what to do. Engage management. This is something that Arteta has not got a clue. He has not got a clue. Here we go. Your OLN 0020
in 20 games, nothing. So the goals he scored are in the Europa.
Europa. I don't know. Did he score anything in the any of the FA Cup rounds?
In the cups? No, I don't think so.
Something like that. I know he has 2 seasons with. Well, it cost as much as Pepe. Yeah, 72 million.
Yeah.
What a waste of money, bro.
And I think one of the installments this month in that 90 million, I mean, in summer, is on him as well.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so I don't think even he's paid off for yet. It is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Madness, bro. Madness. Absolutely.
And I know it's the way they do business, Norm, but you actually don't want to be hearing that. That 90 million is not available because we're paying off money from the current players we have. So, like you say, there's a few nice players that are going to be free agents or whatever. Yeah.
Yes, Barker, man. What you say, brother?
Yeah.
All the way from me. All the way. If you're in the United States of America.
Oh, there he is.
Make America great again. You know what I mean? Don't subsidy this guy's channel as well, people.
Yeah. So I look at that and I don't know. I'd loan him out, Norm, because I don't see who buys him. And the other way, I mean, if he goes to a less physical league, then you do a deal there. You just let him go.
Zertsky was getting licked up by both Saliba and
but in the end, right? You see, he just to shake himself down and say, you know what, this is a Premier League, deal with it. And he started playing better in the second half. But in the first half, you can see it was frustrating.
Man.
But this is what it is.
The
centre backs. I think every team's got a centre back that can mad up a man, a striker, and have him feel like he's worthless in terms of every time you get the ball, bang, I'm hitting you. And so, and that's where Haaland's always got his arms in the air, saying everything's a foul. No,
so it's not. On the ref watch, D, lovely. You AFC, you must be reading my mind because I was just looking on the ref watch. Listen to that. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm gonna have to show this. I know. I said I wasn't gonna do it, but I'm gonna have to do it, bro. I'm gonna have to do it. I don't care if man wants to help me out or find me. I don't business. Look at this, yeah, Mr.
What's this?
Yeah. Look what the man said. 11.2% made it easier for Bruno to score the goal. What are we on, people? Seriously, what are we on?
I don't even know. I don't even know why you'd even go on to a thing. Not you. Why would you even go on to something like AFTV and be talking that smoke?
Yo.
Yeah, money in it. Yeah.
Was
this the guy? Was this the Julian guy that was just?
This is the one with Saeed. Yeah, this is the one with Saeed.
Okay, Julian.
Yeah, this is the one with Saeed. This is the man. Yeah, this is the man. Yeah, man. Big up Views, man. Big up to you, bro. Go and
big up
subscribe to Views Sports channel. Big up to him. Yeah, man. I'm telling you,
it's bad. Well, he actually benched him, though.
Excuses after excuse after excuse with this club.
Yeah. And so I was.
It's this platform. Yeah. That's got 1.7 million subscribers. Yeah. So all the mutants are gonna go. Ooh, okay. You understand?
Yeah.
You might be right. 11.2%. He might have a theory.
The thing is, if you watch Match of the Day, they actually count it. He did pace 10. So I'm not sure. So if the and remember they put the spray down as well. So if the wall decided not to stand on that line, literally.
Yeah. Well, Dermot Gallagher, who does the ref watch, said like basically the referee knows what 10 yards is or whatever, and he says it's a minimum of 10 yards.
A minimum. Oh, there you go.
Minimum. So if we did go 11, so what? It's a minimum.
You still got to defend it, haven't you? Yeah.
Exactly. So don't start talking about and then the guy from Manchester, the referee from Manchester. Stop this, man. Stop this rubbish and this excuse. Right? That's why we are a banter club. Arsenal, that's why Arsenal is a banter club. You've got guys like these putting rubbish out.
Yeah. But as well, Norm, there was no United players in that wall. Normally, a team would stick a player on the end or something like that, as the option of a decoy to get out of the way. But there was just all Arsenal players in the wall, which was an interesting thing, because I didn't think stick a United player in there, Bruno, as a decoy, but he didn't, or like to push the wall over or move, leave a gap that made the wall move again, and you saw Raya is moving the wall to where he wants it, so it's not like the wall did their own thing and then Bruno still scored. The wall was where Raya wanted the wall to be. So, and like you say, he was too far over. He was never going to make that save.
But Big D, at the end of the day, we should be relying on how far the wall is and whatever.
Right.
All these top gooners, look for every excuse and in the book. Yeah,
they're trying to save his job, aren't they, Norm? They're trying to save his job, innit?
Of course it is. Yeah, but they need to be held accountable. But it's like they've got their heads in the sand. I don't know what they see, how they see that this team, it's made progression. We've regressed.
Yeah.
Listen, let me just say this to you, Liverpool, Kofi's slot, man like Ustam, who didn't want slot in the first place. Yeah. Man like Kofi was calling him slot machine and all this.
Yeah, it's all jokes, that's right.
It's all jokes, singing a different tune now. Yeah. I'm telling you,
they have to, because if he delivers this, I mean, very few managers come into the Premier League
first season. And what phase is he in? That's what everybody. Look, we'll say. What phase he's slotting? He's in clock phase. He's in winning phase. Yeah, not like Arteta, who's in phase. They asked Arteta this. What phase are you in? You know what the man said? We're in phase 4 or 5.
Yeah, I heard him say that. And I thought,
what do you think? You tell me. What do you think phase 4 and 5 is?
I don't know.
I need to read his statement, bro.
Because
the
thing is, you pushed City twice, so how can you not be just challengers and in no phase? You are the challengers. You're not in a phase. Otherwise, what is this guy doing? Like you say, you should let him back in Manchester and get Cole Pep to pick him up. You know what I mean? It's like, I go on here.
Let me read it, because you know what I mean. I want to read it as it's quoted.
Don't want to misquote him.
This was in his press conference. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where there? I did see it, man. It's definitely on this one. What's it said? Is it on this one? Whether realistic, whether the title race is over. Every time how come it's not there? I can't see it now.
Oh, what statement from him?
Yeah, from Arteta. He essentially said that the phase that he's in, he said between 4 and 5 is about competing, playing in unity and everything, and touching the trophy, and all of this rubbish.
Yeah.
So my thing is, right, to be competing in Champions League, right? Yeah. So that's an ongoing process. So it's another. So if it's phase 5, is it are there subplots? Yeah. Of that phase. In the phase.
He can't be saying that anymore,
This year, hold on a second. So this year we make it to the quarterfinals.
Right.
We get kicked out. Next year, the next phase is to make it to the semi-finals. It's just a little bit like the league. Second. Oh, let's just do it. 8th, 5th, second. So he's progressed the club to second place and competed for second place twice. This season, we have regressed. And the reason why we regress is because we are not good enough. Pragmatic style football. Everybody's trying to blame and say, Liverpool. First start league, the league hasn't been fantastic. It's not the best.
No, it hasn't.
It hasn't been fantastic. Like you look at City. yeah, who lost to Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest, yeah, have got an easier running than us. They could actually beat us to second place.
Wow, that would be crazy, you know. No?
Yeah, they could beat us to second place, bro.
A Forest in Nottingham, nah, bro. Why go on?
You understand?
And I can't even knock them because they got. I'm running jokes there about the Forest in Nottingham. So, but I'm saying that they got European pedigree from the Clough, from the what's his name? Cloughie, yeah, from the Clough days. So.
Yeah, they got two.
I mean, there's no way Liverpool are a 15-point team better than Arsenal. So it's about consistency. It's about the way you've been coached. It's about
they talk
in-game management. All these things.
They talk about injuries. Yeah, certain man is saying the reason why is because we've been plagued with injuries. It's almost like they've lumped all the injuries together. So likes of at the moment, D, we're missing Saka and Havertz from our first team.
Yeah.
We're missing Saka and Havertz from our first team. So we pretty much got our first team back.
Pretty much now.
And we're still in 3 games, we scored 1 goal.
1 goal
in the Premier League.
It's not good enough, is it?
Not good enough.
And it's not good enough. But you've got 4 points?
You want to turn around and say, oh, because listen, Salah is doing his thing. Slot is managing that team, and their injuries. Yeah. If my man cannot manage that, then that's his problem.
Yeah.
Right? That's his problem because the way he's got these mans running, you look at the injuries, 3 hamstring injuries. Yeah, 2 of them off the bone.
Yeah.
Man's gone to Dubai in the hot weather. Yeah. And we miss him in February.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
Crazy, brother.
Yeah. I think he's running out of excuses, Norm, hasn't he? Really?
Of course, he's running out of excuses.
But
these fans want to support him, and they don't see anything wrong. Yeah, how is it that they don't see anything, man? Come on.
Yeah, you can't look at Man City's drop off, and then you look at the table and see Arsenal 15 points behind Liverpool. That makes no sense because it's practically the same team that Klopp had. Klopp had them in that high press, burning them out. Now you see that this guy has them in a mid block, playing way better football in terms of. I mean, obviously not in the Champions League because I think they got outplayed by PSG in both of those games. To be
Big up Tony Claude, man.
Big up Tony Claude, yeah, man.
Subscribe to his channel. Big up to him, Mr. Controversial Tony Claude. I saw you and a couple of other guys going at it, bro. Yeah, yeah. Tony, man, come on for real, bro. Yeah, the stars are aligning. Is that what you're saying? Stars are aligning. Yeah, we need to have a conversation, my friend. But big up to you, though. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you, man. Smash up the likes, people. Smash up the likes. What's Sitman say? Personally, I'm not happy with Slot being knocked out of UCL. He was dispelling all this process. Give it time. We ain't got time. Time done decade ago. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. You understand? Thank you very much. But let me just share this, yeah? Adi, I want you to assess this. I'm not going to try and influence you. So let me find, where is it? Right. Is it this one? Is it this one? Is it this one? Yes, this one. Okay, let me share this. Hold on. Right, hold on 2 seconds. Okay. All right, can you see that, D? I mean, it's quite tiny, but can you let me come out on this a bit?
Oh yeah, because yeah.
You can see it, but I need to. Okay, so right, you can see that, yeah. Right, so if you look here, right, you can see Arsenal's column on the right.
Yeah. On the left.
On the left, sorry.
Yeah.
So okay, so our key players, our key players, right? Our key players. I'm just gonna go to. So our key players is Kai Havertz, played 21 games.
Yeah.
9 goals. He's our top goal scorer. Gabriel is the next. Another key player. He's played 23 games and scored 6 goals. Then you have Saka, who's played 16 games and scored 5 goals. So I'm just going to stop at the 3, or let's go to the 4 because it's our front 4 then. And then Leonardo Trossard played 28 games with 4 goals. Yep. Then you go over to the other side. Mohamed Salah played 29 games because obviously they played 1 more game than us. Yeah. 27 Premier League goals.
Yeah.
Now, I hear what people are saying, and I get it. If you take him out the equation, they won't be the same. But hear what? I want to dispel the myth about the fact that, it's because of injuries and blah, blah. Because a lot of these players on the left-hand side, Kai Havertz, Gabriel Martinelli, Saka, they got all injured at different times. Close in proximity, but at different times. Understand? Right? But when I look back at the times in which they got injured, right? So just quickly go back to Mohamed Salah, 27 goals. So the next second highest goal scorer is Luis Diaz, on 9.
Yeah, on 9, yeah.
So he's matching Kai Havertz, yeah? He's played 28 games.
Yeah.
Cody Gakpo, who's had injuries. Dominic Szoboszlai had injuries. Darwin Núñez had injuries. Jota has been out injured. He's played 18, 5.
You're right.
Yeah, I've even gone down past that, but let's just look at the first 4, right? For a start, they have got better attacking than us. Yeah. We might have the best defense in terms of not conceding as many goals as everybody else in the league, right?
Yeah.
That's fair enough. They've scored more goals than us. We've scored 54, they've scored 69, or something to that effect, right? So what people are saying is that if Mohamed Salah and the fact that they're saying he gets too many penalties and this season they've hardly had injuries. They've had injuries, They've had injuries, right?
They have,
Now, let me find, because I was doing a little bit of homework, right? So I'm going to find, where is it now? This one here. Let me break this down. I'm going to find this, right? So, okay. So, Gabriel Jesus, got injured January the 12th against Man United. He was in FA Cup, ACL, and he's out for the rest of the season. That was in January, Gabriel Martinelli got injured February, in the I think it was for them. I can't remember what game it was he played in. I think it was the Newcastle game. And Martin Odegaard, who's meant to be our creative player, got injured in September, came back in November. I think he came back for the Chelsea game. I think he got man of the match for that game. We ended up drawing that game 1-1. Yeah. Saka got injured. So just keep these dates in your mind, D. Saka got injured December the 21st. Right? Okay. So we've got December the 21st, January the 12th for Gabriel Jesus. These are meant to be our attacking players. Mind you, the most goals Gabriel scored for us this season in the Premier League is 3 up until that point. 3 Premier League goals. He scored 3, an hat-trick in the Carabao Cup, and everybody said, he's back now. No, he ends up getting injured. Right? So this is after. Gabriel Martinelli got injured February 5th. He's got 6 goals. Right? As you can see, 23 games played. And obviously, Odegaard, you go down the list. Where's Odegaard? You've got to go way down here. He's played 20 games, 2 goals.
Yeah, 2 goals. Right? Which is not a lot for him.
It's not a lot for him, but the season 2023, 2022-23 season, he got 15 goals. When everyone was banging the goals in, we challenged for the league, bottled it, 8 points. Rest is history. Same with last year. He's got 8 goals. I think it was 8 goals he got. I can't remember many assists. But what I'm trying to say, with those dates in mind, what I've just mentioned, just keep those dates in mind, I'm going to now go and look at Arsenal's season in terms of up until that point, right, and how we was doing. Because there's this thing about, we've lost all these players, so we was losing games or drawing games, and they want to put the thing down to red cards, like we got 5 red cards. I'd say out of those 5 red cards, maybe 1 was dodgy. The rest were culpable. Simple as that. Discipline. It's called discipline, right? Yeah. So let me now go to Arsenal's thing. Sorry about this, people, but I had to look and study this, right? You may want to challenge me in the comments, but okay, right. So Big D, based on this, remember I said to you, Saka played 16 games, and he was out 16 games, and he was out in December. So up until match day 17, where he got injured in the Crystal Palace game, where we won, he came off in the 24th minute, right? And I think Trossard replaced him, right? We won that game 5-1. That was December the 21st, right? So, but you also got to remember, we've never really challenged Liverpool. The only time we came closest to the points wise was when in game week 7 when we was 1 point behind them. After that, the gap went to 7 points, 9 points. Now it's 15 points. Yes, they've got a game in hand, but if you look at the point swing last season, we finished 7 points clear of them, and we came second, 2 points behind Man City, right?
Yeah,
1 point behind Man City, 7 points clear of it. The goal swing or goal points, shall I say, the point swing now, D, is 22 points.
That's a lot to give up, isn't it?
22 points.
Yeah.
And people saying that we progressed under this manager. We could lose second place. You got people saying, "Oh, we need to secure second place. That will still be progression for us." No, it's not. Because look at our points tally.
Yeah.
We're on 54 points. The season when Unai Emery, I think when he was on, I think it was game week. What was it? He got 56 points. It was the same game. So what? No, 55 points. I think it was on 56 points.
Yeah.
He accumulated more points than what Arteta's done now. Yeah, but Unai wasn't good enough. Yeah, they mocked him about his, how he spoke and all of that, and they're basically running him out the club. But I don't know why these guys, what they see in this manager. So, Big D, with that said, yeah, Martin Odegaard, what did I say? Martin Odegaard, September. So he came back for the Chelsea game. So he came back for the Chelsea game, right, where we drew 1-1. Then after that we won 3-0 against Nottingham Forest. We went away to West Ham and beat them 5-2. We beat Man United when we did the we beat you 2-0 set piece FC. Yeah.
Yes.
FC, ole, all that. We then went and drew against Fulham. I can't remember if that game if we ended up getting a red card or not or whatever. A penalty was given. I can't remember. Let me see. Now Raul Jimenez scored and then William Saliba got the equalizer. Yeah, but we had our full and then Saka got his goal disallowed. But somebody's gonna turn and say, "Oh, why did he get his goal disallowed?" Blah blah blah. VAR went in, intervened. He didn't do it. So there's 1-1 there. We're at home, brother. Yeah. The starting lineup for that was Saka, Havertz, Martinelli, Moreno, Rice, and Odegaard.
Yeah.
Oh, but we drew 0-0.
Yeah.
Right? We drew 0-0. I'm breaking it down now because these people, you have to give them facts. Yeah. So that's Everton at home. So we're meant to be beating those teams. We're not. So don't talk to me about red cards or whatever. We didn't get no red cards.
Yeah. Fulham and Everton, you're supposed to be beating if you're challenging for the league.
Crystal Palace away, we want to beat them 5-1. That's when Saka got his injury. So after that now, Saka misses that game. So remember, Saka has played 16, so he's missed that game. So you now go to Ipswich. We're supposed to be slapping Ipswich at home. We beat them 1-0, but we're supposed to be slapping them. Yeah? Brentford. We went away to Brentford. Tough place. We beat them 3-1. We went away to Brighton. We drew 1-1 with. I think that's where that they were saying about they've never seen that, the penalty. I think there was a penalty that was given away. I'm sure it was a penalty in that game. Yes, it was a penalty where Saliba headed the ball when his head connected, and people were saying that he shouldn't have it, but he connected. Let of law, it's a penalty, right? We then go away to Tottenham. We were not very good. We beat them 2-1. We was 2-0 up. Aston Villa at home. 2-2.
Yeah.
We then go away to Wolverhampton. Both of us went down to 10 men. That's when California, the Stallion, came on and scored the goal. 1-0. We then played Man City at home, beat them 5-1. They play expansive football. You get behind them. So we can't break down mid blocks and we can't break down low blocks. So D, I've got up to February. So I'm at February the 2nd. And what did I say? When what's his name got injured? Martinelli? February the 5th.
Yeah, in February.
Yeah. We then go away, and at this point, we've now got no striker because Kai Havertz, when they went out for warm weather training in Dubai, the thing comes up, the muscles come off his leg, right?
Yeah.
We go away to Leicester. We had to bring in the IT solution, Moreno. We win that game 2-0. Yeah. Then we're at home to West Ham. What's the excuse there? Yeah. What's the excuse there? So at this point now, we haven't got Saka there. So what I'm trying to basically say, D, it's nothing to do with the fact that we've lost key players, yeah. But if you look at our top goal scorer is Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
So that's game week 20.
It's not enough, is it?
He's played 20. It's not enough.
21 games.
He's played 21, scored 9 goals. The guy is Luis Diaz, who's played 28 games and has got 9 goals.
9 goals. Yeah.
So it just shows that we haven't got the striker to put the ball in the back of the net. So don't start blaming us because
on
you've got people saying that, oh, we're missing our key players. Well, the only key players we're missing right now is Saka and Kai Havertz. But before that, we were scoring goals and winning games. It's that Liverpool were consistent. We weren't. We were drawing more games. If you look at it, we've drawn 10 games and lost 3.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of drop.
Come on.
That's a lot of drop points, yeah.
I mean, I could go into this more, but I'm hoping that people in the chat get what I'm saying. And I hope that, you know, they kind of, you know, they kind of get what I'm saying.
So you said you've drawn 10 now?
We've drawn 10 games.
Yeah, that's 20 points right there.
Come on.
20 points dropped right there.
Come on, let me just bring on JP. Sorry, man. Didn't see you there.
That's all right. I just joined, man. I just thought I know it's late. I thought I'd come in and say hi, man. Sorry, guys. It's been a late one today.
Bro, no, that's all right, man. So I've just done my rundown. I don't know if you was hearing it, Jay. I don't know if you was hearing it, what your thoughts are on these. So, you know, this excuse about red cards. Yes, we've had 5 red cards this season. Last season, we got 2 red cards. The season before, when we bottled it, we didn't get no red cards.
You can't use the red card because
fault. It's always this man's fault, isn't it? We're never accountable. Let's be accountable.
Accountability, man.
Yeah.
And that has to go to him. In-game management.
Blaming the PJ Malone, blaming this one, I'm blaming that one. Go out there and win a game.
Yeah? Because the truth is one, though. The much as the fan base want to blame the Cronkies, he still has to go and get a striker on with that money. He chooses to buy players that you didn't. Yeah, come on, man.
No, the summer. Yeah, that's
go
what
buy a striker.
Summer. It goes back to the summer. Yeah. The Cronkies have backed you, and you decide to go and spend £42 million on Calafiori, who can't defend. You're playing him as a left back, even to the point where you're thinking about even playing him up front. Then you've got Moreno, who you now, as a 6, is now playing up front. Right, you've got a Deje, who's an academy player, is 22 years old. You're not even trying him out tonight. You'd rather bring on Tierney and play up front. Tierney's played as a left winger, as a front 3. You see, I mean, this guy has not got a
you got a 6-goal
internal solutions, man. Come on.
He clearly doesn't fancy Sterling, though, does he?
Obviously not. But he's the one that said, you know, I've seen something. When I heard him on the phone, I said, yeah, and Sterling come out and said, you haven't seen the best of me. No, you're definitely right. You're definitely right about that. Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
But I suppose,
so that's my little break. That's my little kind of breakdown, and I hope people kind of understand that and get that. And it's nothing to do with the referee. It's nothing to do with our injuries, because Liverpool, just the same way, have got injuries. Let me just share another thing, and this is the thing why people, having a go at Liverpool and listen. The league hasn't been brilliant. We all know that. The league hasn't been brilliant. But Liverpool can only beat what's in front of them. Yeah, but they're trying to say, the league, just give respect to the pool and respect to Slot. He's doing a great job with them. Yeah, it's not been brilliant. Look, as I said, they're 15 points clear. Look where Man City is. They've lost 9 games this season. They still spent 200 million in the January window, but it hasn't helped them.
No.
The league hasn't been good.
But then
the league hasn't been good.
But then in the same breath, this is a league that you come into and very rarely you hit the ground running, especially mid-season, because it's that kind of league. It's a physical league. And I was saying to Norman that in the first half of the game when Xerxes was getting clapped up by their 2 centre backs and he was having a bit of a moan, then in the end he had to shake himself down and just say, you know what, these are probably the 2 best centre backs in the league. So let me figure this out, because he would get the same treatment from Van Dijk and Konate. So I'm like, bro, welcome to the Premier League. Them big teams, them defenders are going to hit you every time you come near the ball. And this is why Haaland is in the mess, because he thought, ref, he thinks if he screams at the ref enough, he's going to get something. No, the ref's saying, get off the ground, stop rolling around in the mud like a pig, and put the ball in the back of the net. And it's
But you see, sorry, just that comment on the red card against, was it Brighton, was dodgy. I can't remember it. It may have been. But the issue I have is every team can point at dodgy offside goals and dodgy red card. It's just part and parcel of the game. It just happens all the time.
Yeah.
And I think, so I don't like to go on and on about it, about my own team, to be honest, because it just comes across as another excuse. So yeah, I just think sometimes I heard an Arsenal fan making an excuse a couple of years ago that Arsenal didn't win because the Queen died.
Yep, it's the same. It's the same one. It's Julian. It's Julian.
Right. The same guy that was disrespecting.
The same guy that's talking about his 11.2 whatever percentage.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. That was.
Come on, man. It's like, where are we going?
We're just making ourselves look stupid.
Yeah,
where are we going with stupid? Seriously.
Where are we going with this, man? It's just.
Let me just find.
So guys, just really quick. I missed the very beginning of the show, so I'm just bringing it selfishly back to Man United real quick. And I just wanted to find out what you guys thought of the stadium, not the whole Sir Jim and all of that. I know you discussed that already. Just what did you think of the stadium itself? Big up, fellas.
Oh, I was saying to Norman. I was breaking down how the canopy, because I've been seeing the memes of that we put the circus tent on top of the stadium. But it's actually quite a clever design. That way, I said to Norman, when you go to Old Trafford now and you got like the Megastore and all these things there, you actually can get soaked waiting to go spend more money to get a jersey or some merch. So the way that they've done the canopy, everything gets covered, even when you're not in the stadium. I was saying to Nomsky, I would like to see a retractable roof, just because of the Manchester weather with the rain.
Can we play games in the Premier League?
Well, that's the thing.
I don't know if we can.
You know the Millennium Stadium? Did that have a retractable roof?
Yeah, actually, you're right. Someone has got a retractable.
But I'm thinking more of what Tottenham are doing with the multi-purpose stadium, Jay. Not just about the football. I think if you spend the money on a 100,000 seater stadium,
you're going to need
it available for NFL concerts, all that kind of stuff as well. Not just football. But then I get that they may just want it to be a pure footballing stadium. But I think after Sir Jim saying that we blew 900 million and 300 million that was his, I say, let's generate some money like what Tottenham are doing. I'm not saying go all the way commercial like that, where every Tom, Dick and Harry's having a concert there, but with a retractable roof.
I think they'll do that though. I think they'll do that if they
it is. I mean, we didn't look at it. It looks impressive. It looks impressive. I think they did have a little bit of a reservation about would it get done by 2030, and it's all dependent, obviously, on the regeneration of the area, because that's the thing. Because I think they're talking like something like 7 billion for the regeneration part. The 2 billion is what's going to be spent on the stadium. But looking at that stadium, that looked like that could be more than 2 billion. Looking at that,
it does, isn't it? I thought that. Costs always go up.
Look what happened with Tottenham Stadium.
What did SoFi cost in the Rams? Was it 4 billion or something like that?
Was it?
That's the world's most expensive stadium, apparently, or something like that. You know what? I really like it. I think, I like it because it's different. And every time you see the stadium, you know that's Man United. That is. You can't get confused. Is that?
Because
is
that, the stadium,
it looks similar to.
It looks similar to. As soon as you see that, what do we call it? The Trinity.
The devil.
The Trinity.
The Trinity, man. The Trinity Spires.
The Trinity Towers. They're called.
The
one that looks like it. One of them looks like it's got some spaceship around the top of it or something. No, it does look impressive.
I think Calvin's right there. It's going to be a multi-purpose.
I definitely agree with Calvin there.
Yeah, and if you're going to drop 100,000 seats, then make the money, man. That way, we're never crying about money again. There's no issue to cry about money again with the stadium like that. You make it work in the summer, and do whatever you need. Do you
remember the United used to be good at that before Old Trafford became run down?
Exactly.
So I think even now we still hold like a rugby. I don't know nothing about rugby. Whatever that rugby tournament is called every year, the grand final or something is called. It's there, and we used to have concerts there and boxing matches, and
that's right.
What will it be called? Will it called? Will it be New Trafford?
Well, it's going to have a sponsor.
It's going to be the Manchester something stadium.
It's going to have a sponsor. And I know a lot of fans don't like this sort of thing. This maybe because I'm not a Manchester guy, and it doesn't bother me.
No. I think football has so moved on that I'm not going to hold on to a 115-year-old stadium and keep barling to say the Ineos Stadium.
Ineos Stadium.
Jokes, yeah.
Well, I'm not so sentimental about a lot of things. I can kind of just move on.
I think them days.
And fans are really like, oh, what about this? Oh, what about the tunnel? What about this? And I get it. Like, keep some of that stuff around.
Yeah.
But yeah. I just want a new stadium. I want a stadium where I can sit down and I'm not smelling the brother and rubbing up on me next to me, and one man has to sit forward while the other man sits back.
Sit back. You're the ones.
Like. No, literally, that's what it's like. The whole thing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And actually put some nice lifts in there. I tell you, if you're in Miami and you go to and you go to watch the Miami Heat play, if you're in the rafters, right? They got travelators to take you up there. All them madness. It's like when I went there, like first time I went there, I thought, this is how you're supposed to build a stadium, man. Like the fans are in the most comfort after spending, just say an average of three. I was telling JP, like you're spending like $360 a ticket, US. I'm not spending 300 quid to be climbing stairs and sweating up my Google clothes. Nah, bro. You know what I mean? Give me a travelator.
What is the current price of your tickets? Like say you like for us ticket at Old Trafford now.
Now it's £66.
And it's going up, Jay. It's going up.
Yeah.
He said it's not going to be a lot, but it is going up.
Well, what they're doing is they're gonna do dynamic pricing.
Yeah.
So essentially, it sounds like they want to keep the ticket prices reasonably.
I think he was saying something about the loyal fans.
So basically, he's talking about season ticket holders, who go to every game. So the likes of myself, who goes like X amount of times a season, I'm gonna have to pay because he lumped us in with like the Hong Kong fan and stuff like that.
Yeah, so right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So we're gonna have to pay a premium.
Yeah.
I wonder what that will be. I don't know. In some ways, I don't mind. Right?
Yeah. It's gonna be a match day. It's definitely gonna be a match day experience for you guys.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that.
You see, back in the day, when I used to go with my older brother David, right? We used to go without tickets, get down there 2 hours early, and looking for the scouts because the scouts were all around the stadium. So you'd have to find a scout that had two together. Otherwise, we were like, is it one thing? You know what I mean? But we do it on a regular and get in. And sometimes you get in and they've already started playing. By the time you've done the deal and the man's trying to haggle you, like, bro, the game's 5 minutes in. Just give me the ticket, Bridget. Like, I got 100 quid for the 2 tickets, and you got in that way. But I imagine that's probably harder to do now.
It's harder now because they're e-tickets now.
That's right. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Every time I go, the ticket's on my phone. I can
on
send that. So I can
send it. You can send it.
You can send the barcode, innit?
Yeah, I can send that ticket to you. So maybe you can still do it. I don't.
But even if I go to gigs now, the same thing. I just got it on my phone. I just say, there you go. That's 2 tickets, and they just that machine tap, and you're in. So the way forward, I think gone are the days where the scouts could be at Old Trafford and make a nice $2,000 off tickets and all that. Yeah,
the ticket criminals, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's in the past now because a lot of it was players giving tickets away as well when their families weren't available. Players were selling tickets to touts, and then the touts would be out there just hustling before the game starts to get rid of the tickets. You know what I mean? So, and it made it like and a few times where we just didn't get in, we just went to a local pub and just watched it in a pub with loads of crazy Man United fans, you know what I mean? Which also is a little bit dodgy because, if we lose and a man's full of drink and then starts losing their mind, you could be in a bit of it. So I'd always be nervous, like, I don't want to go to the pub and watch this game, you know what I mean? Just in case we come unstuck at home and it gets a bit angry. But that's football, isn't it? That's the buzz of going there to a stadium. Like any sport, when you go and you're watching it live, it's the next levels, man. It really is.
I was saying to Norman, I was saying to D, right?
Yeah.
One of the things I was watching is because I'm an NFL fan, and they said the average ticket at NFL, right, is something like standard season ticket because obviously they go up in the playoffs. So regular season ticket was over $400.
Yeah.
So the American owners, they think our tickets are dirt cheap.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, they do.
So because there's so many American owners so ticket prices in the Premier League are only going to go up and up.
It's
just the way to go.
Because if you look at the NBA, Norman, in the playoffs, once you get to the Eastern Western Conference Finals,
madness.
If you want to be courtside, Norm, you're dropping 15K, 20K for a courtside ticket, bro.
Crazy.
And when you see it on TV, all them seats are sold out, Brethren. You're thinking
you got to look at a lot of sports. Like our tickets are. I was saying to D yesterday that I bought a ticket for the Formula One Grand Prix that I'm going to, and it set me back £900.
Wow.
Now I'm saying.
Now I understand in some ways it's a 3-day affair compared to obviously like 1 day for football. So I get, the price will be higher, but I just think our ticket prices are only going one way, and I think it's a little bit of like sometimes this is what annoys me a little bit about not just Man United fans, just fans in general. I just think we're naive. Like we just expect clubs to we want to buy the best players, we want to have the best stadium, but I don't want to pay for it though. I don't want the prices to go up. It's like, come on, man, it's reality.
Yeah. That's the only way it's going to be achievable.
This is life, man. Let's be real. Let's be real about it. So people are talking about this now about the new stadium. I want this shiny new stadium, but I don't want ticket prices to go up. But if you think you're going to build a £2 billion stadium and ticket prices ain't going to go up, you better go to Old Trafford, mate.
It's not sustainable.
You better go to Old Trafford, mate.
Yeah, not sustainable. But let me just finish on that, and then I want to just show the table because I can hear my game going on, even though it's probably a dead rubber game. But still.
It just started.
Your game's dead, Norm, man.
It's dead.
Has he rested a lot of players?
Yeah. He's made changes. He's made changes left, right, centre. As a matter of fact, let me just have a quick butchers. So today.
I was so pleased yesterday. I was so pleased with PSG yesterday.
Tell Kobe. Preach to Kobe. Tell Kobe.
So happy.
Tell him.
Yeah, man.
So this is why you've got Butler Deje, right? Sitting on the bench, right? Butler Deje, who's a natural striker, and he's still persisting with Moreno. If it's 7-1, try the brother. He's
Give him a run,
He's a striker for crying out loud, yeah? He's still playing with the IT solution up front, the number 6. So now this is the team. So Dave, look at this team, yeah? So at the back, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Gabriel Kivior, White, Rayo in goal, obviously. Jorginho as the 6. Rice playing as a right-sided. He's rested Ethan. Sterling is playing. So Rice is playing as the right-sided 8. I don't know. He might be playing 2 8s.
Probably, yeah.
Zinchenko is at 8 as well. Yeah, and he's got Tierney playing as a left winger.
I wouldn't even have played Raya, I'd have given a Raya than
I play Raya.
For real?
Yeah.
Is he bad? Is that bad, Norms?
He's not bad.
Oh, fair enough.
Just play Raya, man. Just play Raya, man. You know what I mean? Because with this team, well, I think Raya's going to be needed.
True that.
We might be doing a lot of saves tonight, you understand? But look, just on the Arteta thing and the Liverpool, people, saying that Liverpool, shows some respect to the slot. He's done a great job with Liverpool. Was it 1-0 from kickoff? What are you talking about? Oh, Atleti has scored
from the kickoff.
Right. What? Yo.
That's funny.
Don't want to face Atleti. Don't fire. Yeah, I know that, bro. But look, just going back to rival fans need to get real and show some respect to the pool. I know Jay, you're not really, you know what I mean? They're not, especially Jay, they're not really a cup of tea. Why should the prices come up if everything's selling out? Plushies or dog China plates? Oh boy, listen, man, we're Merch FC, man. We're the Champions League when it comes to that. Yeah. And Arteta dodging interviews. Yeah. Man asked him a question.
The artful dodger.
The artful dodger. That's what we're going to call him, man. The artful dodger. Because he said to him, he basically said to him, like, do you regret not getting a striker and the thing? And he said no. And just kind of, and then he asked him another question, like about the 15-point gap. Is it something that you can do? And the man didn't
lost his head, didn't he?
Yeah, 15 reasons to dodge a question. Yeah. And I'm saying that at the end of the day, he knows what's coming. Yeah, he knows what's coming.
But Norman, I thought the interviews were contractual, as in your contract.
Yeah, but that's what I thought. That's what I thought. That people are making excuses that maybe you had to have other interviews. Nah, you stay and answer the question. You're 50. Why are you 15 points behind Liverpool? Why? Why are you 15 points?
I don't understand that though. I mean, what do you like? Is that not a reasonable question to ask? Is the season over?
Because he knows he's failed. That's what it is. He's embarrassed. And the pressure is
mounting. He doesn't want, he doesn't want people to say you're an expert in failure.
I was watching, it was Paul Merson, what's his name? Roy Keane, Jane Redknapp, I can't remember who else was on there. I think Gary Neville. They were sort of saying about Arsenal. And Roy Keane basically said, what makes you bring it? I picked this comment out because I was watching it on YouTube. He said, what makes you think that, makes you think that Arsenal are going to go on next year and challenge for the league?
I saw that, yeah.
Come on. So, and then you're hearing all the excuses as to why injuries, this, that. And I picked up this thing. And obviously, the guy doesn't like Paul Merson, but he basically said, Merson is deluded. I scrubbed out the name so we can see it. It says, Merson is deluded. Arsenal had no injuries last season and couldn't win any trophies, right? When Arsenal had no injuries, 13 games into this season, they were already 6 points behind Liverpool. So we was never, ever challenging people. Yeah? Arsenal have never been in a race this season. They've been playing poor all season. That is a fact. The odd game. That's why I call ourselves Moment FC. And a good game against Man City, 5-1. Yeah? Good game against
Is poor the right word?
Yeah, I think we're poor. Okay. I think we're poor. I mean, compared, I think the whole league. Listen, Jay, last season, actually, you're the only one that actually called it. When you said at the end of the last season, you were saying where you think, and everybody else was sort of saying, no, we think Arsenal are going to challenge. Yeah. But you were saying that maybe Liverpool are going to go and buy and whatever, but Liverpool didn't.
I didn't see Liverpool doing this, so I can't. I won't profess that, but I definitely saw Arsenal. And I actually said this. I said, I think you'll be in the top 4, but you won't be challenging.
Yeah. And you're spot on. Yeah. And there was no expectation. Even Kofi if you was to ask Kofi at the start of the season, because with Klopp leaving, big drop off and all that. Sure. Exactly. You know what I mean? So for me, I read this. Yeah, Arsenal have never been in a race this season. They've been playing poor season. Arteta is the reason they have no striker. He has had over 700 million. And not once has he, went out and bought one. Since Aubameyang. You went and bought Kai Havertz, you bought him as a number 8. Because you said it. You said, well, it's not working there, so I'm going to try him in the striker position. So, it is what it is.
And for me as well, Norm, it's like, I don't even know what possessed him to buy Kai Havertz.
No, in
that moment. I was
still up to this point, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't actually get that move.
And you look, and you wonder why we're so far. I showed the comparison. Yeah. The top 4 strikers in Liverpool, or their attacking players, and ours. Yeah. So, Kai Havertz is on 9 goals. The person is behind what's his name? Salah. Salah's on 27 goals. Is now Diaz on 9 goals, and then you got like 9, 8, 8, 8, 5, 5, 5.
Right. But even if you look at Trent as well, Norm. Trent's only got 2 goals from set pieces.
Yeah, I know. But
and normally he gets more than that.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, in general, they're trying to say that Liverpool were more lucky than us. No, it's not. It's not about being more lucky. You understand? It's that Slot came out in an interview and he was saying that it's not about luck. I manage my team properly. Yeah, I manage the in terms of their workload and all of that. Yeah, you've got Kai Havertz going out to Dubai in the warm weather and putting an hamstring to the point where he's had to have surgery on it. Same with Saka.
That doesn't make any sense, does it? That if you had done that on a cold winter's night, you're like, yeah, fair enough. But in the heat.
Yeah. When I was listening to you guys talking earlier, I heard someone say, how many goals has Højlund scored in the Premier League? Did you get the answer?
I think it was 0, wasn't it?
I thought it was 0. It's
2. I was 2. It's 2. Right.
All right.
Wow. £72 million.
And And literally, under Eric Ten Hag, he got the nod. He'd been getting the nod under Ruben until the
He might have scored all those goals under Eric Ten Hag, I think.
That's what it feels like, doesn't it?
I can't think of a Premier League goal under Ruben.
Yeah, and I said to Norman about Sunday, where all he needs to do, one touch, bang. He goes, touch, tackle. You're like, this, brother. It was embarrassing to watch. You're like, bro, win the game. This is my thing. Win the game and become a bit of a cult hero for a minute. And he couldn't even do that for himself, to get some pressure off himself. Because I think him scoring against Arsenal just takes some pressure off himself for the rest of the season. And he just bottled it. It's like, what is wrong with you? I said to Norman, I'd send him out on loan if we can't sell him. That's what I said to Normski earlier. Just loan him out. And loan him out to maybe a championship team where he's got to work his socks off and play a bit, and get beaten up.
It's a good shout. Yeah. Is Arsenal looking at a striker?
Well, in the summer, yeah, we are. But I hope it's not Sesko.
Well, I mean, that's a done deal, no?
No, well, I don't want it to be. I want that Burton guy to go out there and stop that, because he's not going to get us over the line. It's just another project.
He's young as well.
I want a 24. I don't care, D.
I'm saying he's too young.
Who would you like?
Sesko's too young.
Listen, if I could get a Gyökeres, yeah. Listen, some people say Isak, but Newcastle talking 150 mil. We're not going to spend that kind of money.
Yeah, Newcastle.
We could have got Gyökeres. He had a buyout clause. We could have got the guy in Napoli. What's it? Osterman. He had a 60-odd plus.
Would you take Osterman in the summer?
Oh God.
How old is he, Jay?
Osterman is like 24.
24.
24? The Osterman, is he that young?
No, he's older than that, isn't he? Is he older than that?
Man. He's
26, isn't he? I think it's about 26 now.
Yeah, I thought he was 24.
Hold on, let me see.
Look, it might be right. I thought he was 24.
Man like Victor. Yeah, it's...
Victor Isak would be my man. Isak would be my guy.
26.
That's what I thought, yeah, 26, yeah.
Right. 27 in December.
But Sesko is 23, isn't he?
No, 21, I think. 21, 22.
Is he 20? See, that's too much pressure.
Yeah,
that's exactly what we did with Haaland.
Exactly. Don't want that.
You can't have a young striker being your main guy.
Wants everybody to because literally he's so far. I mean, if I was to look at Sesko's stats now, I think he might have got 14 goals.
Yeah, it's the fear thing, though, Norm, isn't it?
It's the Bundesliga, isn't it? It's the Bundesliga at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And if he comes to Arsenal, a lot of pressure is going to be on. It's a totally different kettle of fish playing in the Premier League.
Because it's like anything. If he comes to Arsenal, goes 5 games without scoring, fan base is on him.
Yeah.
Especially if he misses a couple of sitters because he's just nervous.
I would rather go for somebody either in the Premier League. Yeah.
I
mean, obviously Isak would be the ideal one, but go and get Gyökeres. Do you know what I mean? But I think what Arsenal they want somebody that can contribute maybe 15, 16, 17 goals. Sesko is not a 20 goal. He's never scored 20 goals plus.
You actually need two, like us. You need 2 strikers now.
Yeah, we do.
Not even 1, 2 strikers in the summer. But that's a tall order.
Yeah. So
Ollie Watkins, Watkins.
I think he's too old now. I mean, I think at the time, we needed, because of the situation, the emergency with us not having a striker whatsoever.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was offered to us and we was only prepared to pay. I think it was 40 million. But
I would have taken Watkins.
I would have taken him in January, but I still wouldn't think he would have got us over the line. And even if we go and get a top-class striker, I think just the way Arteta plays, he just ruins them.
Who does Sesko play for?
He plays for Leipzig, RB Leipzig.
RB, yeah.
He was meant to come to us. He was meant to come, so he didn't want to come because obviously he was looking at his game time, because he was gonna be behind Kai Havertz. Now, Kai Havertz is not an striker. He's an attacking. He's just an attacking.
Well, Norm's
attacking whatever.
If you need that second,
I don't want
option.
No.
Rashi.
No.
He'd love to live in London.
Rashi's coming back to you.
He'd love to live in London, bro.
He's coming back to you.
Nah, he's not coming back. He's not coming back, no.
Well, they're talking about Sancho coming back.
Yes, because because Chelsea can do this, pay a fine and not go through with the deal. They can say, you know what?
They said it's a substantial. It's a substantial fine. So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, right. So something that's been set by the league for breach of contract, maybe, because remember theirs was the obligation to buy.
So the obligation is 25 million. So I'm assuming the substantial fine is less than 25 million. Otherwise, they just pay it.
Yeah. But if Sancho comes back, for me, I don't want Sancho and Rashford in the same team. I don't want it. I don't want it. I've seen enough of that. You know what I mean? I don't want it. You know what I mean? I'm hearing rumors that they may give Pogba a run out on a game by game pay as you play thing, and I thought, okay, I know he needs to play football, but anyway.
Okay, people, we're coming down now.
Let's quickly. I'm looking at the big hitters. All right, I'm at the top, but I'm looking at the big hitters in terms of scoring. Man like Ez, with a solid 72 points. We got Jay on 7. What did Jay? 60? No,
62.
Yeah, we got my brother JD on 70 trying to climb. But JD needs to relax, man. He's done all right though. You know what I mean? Who else? We got Adam on 30 with 70 points. So, the top 3 didn't change. Top 4 didn't change, which is good for me. And the guy that Chile wasn't happy about is down into 5th now.
Right.
But we boy, 10 game weeks to go, mate. So I'm going to see if I can hold on, Norms. I got to win something this season. In the words of Denzel Washington, I'm leaving here with something tonight.
What?
I'm pulling the Denzel, mate. Here we go.
So here we go. 2 weeks in a row.
Oh my God! Look at this.
He's pulling Kofi in, boy.
I'm pulling him in, bro. Pulling him in. So as you can see, people, Kofi's still at the top. He's been quite consistent, getting
he's getting them blues, isn't he?
Yeah, getting not the outcome. The outcome right.
He's getting the wins,
getting those blues. But I got the 2 weeks in a row correct score and exact score. So I'm pulling him 6 points behind him. 10 games to go. Can I catch him?
You can draw him in, man. Draw him in.
And then Ed's on 19, Big D on 17, Chile on 15, and poor old Jay. Bad people, we need to be thinking of what we're going to be doing. What will be what will be the fee? Eh?
Now JP got time, man. He's still got time, man. 10 games to go, man.
Listen, man. I'm betting on United all the way to the end, so I ain't got no time.
What will be the forfeit?
I might as well do it now.
You want to wear a Liverpool shirt? Wear a Liverpool shirt for the day?
We can't do that, man. We can't do that.
The chat's got to help us out, people.
Them violations, the ones.
No way.
Listen, guys, the chat has been lively.
Yeah. Big up the guys in the chat, man.
Big up to everybody in the chat. I know a lot of you have gone now to go and watch the game. I'm about to go and watch the rest of the game. Try and keep one eye on the Madrid derby. Let's see who we face. We're, I think, 8-1 up in aggregate. I don't know if anything has changed. Zinchenko scoring, believe it or not. You see when you play him in the 8. You see when you play him in the 8. All this season, all the time that Zinchenko has played at Arsenal, he's played as a left back. And the only reason why he's played him as an inverted left back is because that's what Pep did with him at Man City. And the only reason because Mendy, you remember the Mendy situation, that's why he played him as a left back. Because Zinchenko is a number 8. So all of a sudden now, we're going to have to play him as 8 now.
Yo, Atletico 1-0 up, mate.
I know.
See.
So I'm going to be keeping an eye on that. You know what I mean? So
Conor Gallagher.
2-2 on aggregate, isn't it? It's 2-2 on aggregate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I can see them. It's not even say scumbag in their way because they are a good side, but they're a hard side to break down. They're a hard side to break down.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if it goes like this, it could end up going to penalties. We'll have to see. We'll have to see on that.
They scored after 1 minute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
basically from kickoff.
Yeah, someone fell asleep there, then didn't they?
From kickoff. But people, please hit the like button, subscribe and share. As I said, I'm I think 16 away from 500 subscribers.
Nice one.
Get me there. After this, I haven't checked, but I might be doing a match reaction with Rashid. He was in the chat earlier on. So I'm going to go and watch the rest of the game, and I'm going to be doing my own match reaction later on. So people, look out for that as well. And it's been a great evening. Thank you, BD. Thank you, JP, for coming in. What I mean? Kofi was in the chat. I haven't heard nothing from Chile. Tottenham they drew. As you said, Jay, when you first came on, I think it was. I don't know if you said it was Tottenham or Liverpool were irrelevant.
No, it's Liverpool.
It was Liverpool, but I mean Tottenham really. You know, they're not even coming to the conversation right now.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Tottenham are Spurs, isn't it?
They're true to form, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just true to form. It's the Spursy.
Yeah.
But look, there's a chance for them, you know, to go through. They're going to be playing at home. They went down 1-0 to AZ Alkmaar. So, listen, it's on them now to get. I think they will do it, but it's then who they meet in the next round. And the same with you guys. You got Real Sociedad tomorrow.
1-1.
Do you see yourself, just quickly, do you see yourselves going through?
I mean, we're rubbish at home, but we should go through. Even on the back of how we performed last week, we should go through.
Yeah. Because we see there's performances there.
Yeah.
So now they can't be mugging the fans up at Old Trafford now. Yeah. After the Arsenal game. So it's like
even against Royal Sociedad, they were decent and went.
Yeah.
Again,
it's the
those Spanish teams that they're technical. They like to keep the ball and that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say. So maybe they're gonna have most of the possession.
1-1 no PSV. 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 8-2.
Don't matter though, innit? Yeah, don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter. Don't matter, Norms. It don't matter. There's nothing to worry about there. Honestly,
you sure about this?
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about. That's a lot of goals to pull back, Norm.
There's a lot of goals.
You man would have stopped running.
If they score another 3 or nothing, he might have to bring on big guns.
Listen, if they score another 3 goals, we've got to come back on here because it's game on.
I would not give it now, but I'm gonna go check that out. But people, thanks for watching it. Thanks for those for staying in. Please hit the like button, subscribe and share if you're new. We're out of here. Take care and God bless.
Take care, fellas. All right.